Have you been reading the newspaper lately? Or perhaps you've seen the local or national news on television. There's a disease that is pandemic in many parts of Africa that has now reached the United States that everyone fears. In October 4, 2014, the first confirmed Ebola patient has made it into the country. What is Ebola? What information should we know about the disease? And how do we prevent acquiring or transmitting the disease? To understand more about the Ebola hemorrhagic fever, I will guide you through the disease process, from the origin to the transmission, signs and symptoms, treatment, and prevention. Where did the Ebola virus come from? The Ebola virus was first discovered in 1976 after a Catholic nun was infected with the virus by the Ebola River. This is according to the Guardian online newspaper. This deadly disease can infect human and non-human primates. Research suggests that the virus is animal-borne and that most likely the reservoirs are bats. The ingestion of these kind of animals are prevalent in African countries. Like all pandemic viruses, the Ebola virus starts by transmission. Transmission through direct contact of open cuts, which are wounds, bug bite, and also mucous membranes. Those are our eyes, nose, and mouth. There are three modes of transmission. The first one are bodily fluids, which are your urine, saliva, sweat, feces, vomit, breast milk, semen. Another form of transmission are from objects. The most likely examples are infected needles. The third one are from infected animals, such as bat and non-human primates. After transmission of disease, there is an incubation period of 8 to 12 days from the exposure to the Ebola virus until the appearance of the first symptoms. Signs and symptoms starts from mild that progresses to more severe manifestations. Early signs and symptoms include fevers, chills, muscle pain, fatigue, and loss of appetite. Within 5 days, progression starts. The signs and symptoms during the progressions are watery diarrhea, blood in the stool, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, chest pain, shortness of breath, rashes on the trunk, and arms, bruising, bleeding gums, and headache. As the disease progresses, the symptoms become more severe. This includes seizures, cerebral edema, multi-organ failure, and septic shock. The most common reported are fatigue, vomiting, diarrhea, and loss of appetite. It is very important to seek treatment if any or a combination of these symptoms appear. Vaccines and other treatment are currently being developed for the Ebola virus. For the meantime, the focus is treating the signs and symptoms. Fever-reducing drugs for high temperatures, examples are Tylenol and Motrin, are given to reduce fever. Fluid and electrolyte replacements for nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea are given intravenously, which are IV. Antibiotics for other infection that might occur due to lower immune system may be given. Finally, what can we do to prevent acquiring or transferring the Ebola virus disease? The list of preventative measures from the Center Disease and Prevention website are as follows. Avoid physical contact with people showing signs and symptoms such as continuous high fever, red eyes, vomiting, and stomach ache. Number 2, wash your hands regularly with soap and clean water. Number 3, do not shake hands with persons showing signs of Ebola. Number 4, keep away from bats, monkeys, baboons, or dead animals. Number 5, avoid eating bushmeat. Cook all food very well. I hope that the information I have provided sheds some more light to the new emergence of the Ebola virus in the United States. I have explained the disease process of the Ebola virus from the origins, the transmission of the disease, signs and symptoms, treatment, and prevention. For the citizens of the United States of America and other unaffected countries, this disease become easily pandemic in our areas. It is very important that we understand the disease process, how the Ebola virus is transmitted, and how we can prevent the widespread of this highly contagious and deadly disease.